And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Way to rally to the football.
Time for a look at the defensive starters now for the Rams. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ready? Watch the run, watch the run.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Well, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short.
Uh-oh. Kid's hurt.
My 20.
Check, 47. 3 buzz.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He finds an opening past the 40. And the open receiver.
Oh, he just completely wrecked A.J. Bouye in that
24. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Super.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. Well into the triple digits, and they'll take that every time out.
What I loved was just how decisive he was running the football. Coaches like guys that go north and south. They don't like the east-west guys, the juking and the jiving. 1 foot in the ground and cut.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle.
I don't know if he got it.
They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Gurley again here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to
grind it down.
Feed me the football? And that's what they're all about.
Don't make a mistake.
Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Super 66.
Watch the safety creep.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly, and a tackle, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't.
And the computer's biggest mistake is going to this heavy formation when I spread.
Good chunk of yardage there again.
When I go spread on the goal line. That's the #1 reason why the computer loses. Because they go into goal line set and I go spread.
His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Come on, Foles. They need your clutch.
180.
Let's go one more.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Get him.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Armstead. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Foles. That's incomplete, but
dude, why did you grab him?
Down, so hang on, a big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning.
Lost 2 yards.
Or being physical. The defensive front.
See, you don't gotta hold him. Just let him catch the ball,
I know
tackle
it
him.
goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any
Oh, really? They're going to do this now?
Excited about the big plays. Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, LA.
Poor defensive play calling.
Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Good. Whiting. Get that quarterback and all go.
Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field.
Holding.
So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll hand to Armstead. And he's going to be brought down.
Dude, why would you do that?
Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
A lot of stupid mental errors committed by my team this game.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard.
He would have had 3rd and long if he just would have wrapped him up.
You see it, you call it.
Now Foles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Got him.
Picked off
Get out my way.
Johnson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the
I
game.
knew you were going to throw that stick.
They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing
I knew you were going to throw the stick.
jersey. And sure enough,
Jumped it.
This one winds up
And, of
being
course, my teammate
intercepted.
got in my way, so I couldn't score.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up the holding call.
And they'll be inside the 25 now.
Don't matter.
24. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 7 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there, finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another
Just gonna
first
whittle
down,
this
and
clock all the way down.
They had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job
Let
taking
it tick
advantage of
tock,
it.
tick
Now
tock.
they're just hoping to cap it off.
Trying to run right up the middle behind the center. Whatever way the center goes, I'm gonna get behind him.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley.
Yep.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
It was only 4 plays, but I took 2 minutes off the clock. I mean, that's pretty good.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this? And he will not be
Attaboy. I'm going to call timeout. I'm going to start calling timeouts and forcing you guys to make a decision on what you're going to do.
With 33 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And
they got to repeat a first down.
Expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout?
Force you to punt it.
Going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a fair catch.
Still got 20 seconds. I can get down the field quick.
So possession goes over.
I can get down the field quick when I want to.
And control of the football, switching hands with very
all we got to do
little
is get in
time
field goal
remaining
range.
until the half. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Super 66.
27 Mike.
Now it's gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks.
I got him.
Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard
Oh,
line.
but he didn't get in. What a catch. What a catch. Can we see a replay of that? I tried to lead him on the outside shoulder so that he could turn upfield. Oh.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to our land. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
All right, let's just do the same thing again. Move down the field.
180.
6-man. Check curls.
The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score.
Oh!
The catch is made. And this will get him all the way inside of
zone ability,
Jacksonville's
baby.
10.
Hell
What
yeah.
a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there.
He's
to
only
pick 'em up,
5'10",
and
but
they
he
are
don't care.
shredding
He's
them in this
getting
ball
up and
game.
he's going to elevate. That's awesome. That is straight awesome.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I'm going to come right back at him.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Yep, Jacksonville, y'all are in trouble. Y'all's defense is in some big trouble.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
I'm coming for you. You mine. Watch twist.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass.
Oh, I almost
that's
picked
a big
that
miss.
stick route again.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Come on, Foles.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Oh, he wants the ball.
Here's Logan
Brandon Cooks
Cook
wants to go
now
get that ball
as
again.
He's on to punt for Jacksonville. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal.
Oh, there's holding.
So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They
I
think
saw
it's
that
okay,
holding.
we've
That
done
was
what
some
we set
really,
out
really
to
bad
do.
holding.
The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around it.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way, too, because I've got...
It's caught inside
Oh,
the
he caught it
25.
again.
And all the way down to the 22-yard
My
line.
God.
Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 56 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze.
On Jalen Ramsey. That was all with Jalen Ramsey in double coverage all over him.
Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well. Showed it right there. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 yards there, first down. They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want,
they're blitzing.
But you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Check Ric Flair. Lucky.
From the gun, here's Goff. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line.
Jared Goff's about to put it in again.
It's second and goal. They like going to him.
Y'all are in some big trouble.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection. And it's caught.
And you got to press. You got to press Cooks out of the snap. Y'all are in deep trouble.
And the Rams just continue to pour it on.
Deep trouble.
Let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
All right, we're just going to sim the rest of this game. It's useless. These Jaguars refuse to put up a fight.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for L.A., they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
One new injury. Who got injured? Quentin Ambrose got injured. Dodged the bullet there. Could have been a lot worse. Let's do our scouting. Let's start doing the like the third and fourth round heavily here. Make sure we get all the people we need.